Welcome back, travelers of the internet, to Brighthelm Record, and this is your host, Pastor Barkle. And we're playing The Pillars of Eternity 2. We're off to a town nearby. I think immediately we're going to head into a travel sequence here. And bombarded by DLCs. Perfect. What's here on its fork? In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out Kith milling around it. Well, there ain't no point in running around Kith or, people. Just approach them openly. As you near the cart, you make out a group of Raed Siren pilgrims in rough-spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? Other pilgrims look to you with a mix of apprehension and hope. I'm just following Aethys. The older pilgrim's mouth opens in amazement. You hear a gasp from another. They look to each other, excitement in their eyes. Praise him, the old man cries out. We are not alone. We had the dreams too. We saw the 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aethys, calling to us. So we came here, to the place we saw in our dreams. The pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memory to the present. We saw the giant pass with 3 stars on his brow, but, he sighs and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say, we could not follow him. Wheel stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift that corner up to get something under it. More than one of us tries, and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. Well, let me take a look there. Maybe I'm sure. A brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. We have some wood, the old man says as he gestures to the back of the wagon. If we can get the wheel up, we can slide that beneath it. Inside the wagon, you see several planks of wood. A small box of valuables sits to the side. One of the younger Dawn Stars looks at you, eyes wide. Reckon you can lift it? Yeah, sure, I'll just lift it. I'm pretty strong. I may be hurting a bit, but I can do it. You square yourself to the wagon's corner, squat deep, and wrest the wheel from the mud with a grunt. A young Dawn Star stands in shock for a moment, but reacts in time to thrust a thick board beneath the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. You and the Dawn Stars you've roped into your work glisten with sweat, but they laugh happily, singing songs of praise for Aethys. There's 2 hours past. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hands. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They begin to prepare their wagons as you take your leave. 15 silver pfennigs. Old man calls out to you as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. That's foreboding, I guess. What is this? Way away from us, I guess. I guess that's where a port might be, in that direction. I guess it was mostly right. Here's Port Maje. Spring Maj Prima.
Better see what that crowd's about.
Crowd.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
Chairs fail me now. The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered round the platform and a rather severe-looking Amawa woman just standing beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
She seems like she's given enough.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What?
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves?
If everyone would...
As Clario's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates.
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. Where?
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. 2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
So, I just need some repairs and I'll be on my way.
Percomplanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Cow.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Ooh.
Grande. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
Well, that sounds all nice, but it's kind of late. I'm feeling a bit sore. I could use a rest. Where's the Maje jail, market, Rinko house, Joti, the Kraken's Eye. Kraken's Eye sounds like a bar, tavern, inn, place. It's just about
Accept the light,
Joti.
and you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin.
Se futito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
Fuck this shit, I'm out! I'll just watch, because it looks like a more ceremonious thing. The priestess trembles, her arms, face pinched with disappointment in the warm sea breeze from the port. Loose strands of her sun-streaked hair whip about her head like a living halo.
This flame is not for purification. It is for illuminating the darkness. Sanctification comes only as a result of your journey. But the light will guide your way.
She tilts her face toward the sky. Eyes shut, she drags a shaky hand to dribble wax across her own brow.
Aethys has returned at last, but it's not too late to redeem ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, gone, never left.
Despite her contrary words, the Juana woman shrugs, accepting the golden wax.
Sakes alive, Wanglis. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism?
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, duskier woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
What's wrong with that? Somebody needs to do it. Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstars, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light them all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Ooh, what souls are you on about?
The ones I dreamed died.
Her words falter as she gets a good look at you for the first time.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
I'm looking for the Adra statue. Yay high, inhabited by Aethys.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams.
Breadcrumbs. Were they cookies, though?
I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Well, like, who are you first?
Oh, hell. Now where are my manners?
Yeah, where are they?
I'm Shodi, child of the Dawnstars and priestess to Gon, at your service.
She thrusts a hand out for a friendly shake. You're a priestess of Gon, not Aethys. A dark smile curves up her lips, and her eyes glint with a fierceness.
Darn right I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Gon?
He's an aspect of Aethys.
I think you mean he's all what's left. You did hear, Aethys died, yeah? When summer and spring have passed us on, well, that just leaves us autumn and winter and gone.
That's pretty catchy.
You think I'm addled? A little touched in the head?
She splits a bemused grin.
Figure I'm a bit unorthodox, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
More than unorthodox, it's profane.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Inland on this island, I presume?
Enough nonsense, Joti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Anglith, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be.
Yeah, Wanglith.
We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher of Barreths, I guess.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it.
Right.
And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
Why not? Perhaps you'll prove useful in dealing with Aethys.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams brightly.
You won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Adair.
Hey.
Adair half nods without looking in Joti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside you.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Sarwin's.
Is Sarwin so important? The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Joti waves her brethren a curt parting. Yeah, priest sounds good to me. Okay, Adair wants to talk.
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here.
They do a lot of traveling? Yeah, they do.
There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Or help you?
Just a friend, huh?
Joti rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Adair looks askance at you.
All right. We used to, you know.
Uh-oh.
She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Uh-huh. Joti's face mottles bright red, and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. You could have stopped a few sentences ago.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Please recognize the company you're in. We're amongst a holy group here. It's practically like a temple, you know. Oh, hey. Everyone, you can come along with me. The wagon holds only a few boxes and scattered garments. That sounds like the Dawn Stars just sort of traveling about. Grog. Right, well then. Thorl, that's the guy I want to talk to, I bet.
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
What the heck? The rather large man behind the counter glances her way, smiling grimly.
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards. It's got a good layer of algae just congealing on the top of it. What's about the rooms?
We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye.
Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill.
Of course.
He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
He slides the key across the counter towards you. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere.
Tidy the place up.
I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
With a final nod, he turns away. Well, that's the problem with Tall Stag.
Getting antsy.
Sometimes
Maybe we cut them loose.
deaths just kind of happen. It's an honest mistake. Can happen to anyone, really.
Sure.
Is this it? Hello? No, you're not it. I'll just steal this milk out of your cupboard there. And, Tunk, get the door. Tunk, get out of the door.
That order's too tall.
Is it? Tunk, get out of the door.
Yeah,
We can't.
yeah.
We can't close the door.
I hear you.
Sorry, sir. Just don't wake up. Norgrund? You don't sound like a guy.
Why not?
Is this it? There's a big room here.
Don't remember ordering more drinks.
Yes. Well, about
Thought
that.
I'd locked that thing.
The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days.
Thing is, the way doors work, right? And I realize this is complicated, is that you close them and then uninvited people stay on the other side.
But I had a key.
Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
Thorl wants you out of here.
Does he now? And what are you supposed to do about it?
Well, you can leave on your feet or get dragged out by the ankles. Your choice, sir. Gillian sneers for a moment, but something in your expression squelches his confidence in a hurry. He scratches nervously at his beard.
All right. Just keep your boots on. We're leaving. Thorl wants us out on the streets so bad, so be it.
That sounds good to me.
You serious, Galleon? Where are we supposed to go?
The Amawa woman glowers at you before following him out. Fade to black. And they're gone. Just like that. Now, there is loot in the room. Doesn't say it's stealing. So that means it's finders keepers. Alrighty, Thorl. Now I can have that room.
Eh? What'll it be? Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
Sets a damp leather coin pouch on the counter. Well,
Still kicking, eh?
I need that room,
What will
though.
it be? Sure thing.
The skipper's stay. Only 43 pieces. That's not too bad. Thank you, tutorial. You can go away now. Excuse me. I burped. Alrighty. And now we're off for
The Juana ought to keep to themselves.
the, what's it called? The governor. Governor Claudio. That's his name. That's right.
Fresh fish!
Was this barrel hardtack repair supplies?
Why not?
Well, it's nice of them to just leave treasures lying about. Most of the postings offer various goods for trade, though you spy at least one crude drawing of what may be the governor. Are they going to trade the governor? It's so windy and rainy that the bushes are rustling, but like jiggly whistling. Straight ahead, throne room.
Sure.
Or office, I guess. This seems more, yeah.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Maje.
He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
She bobs her head in your direction.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Clario's tone is polite, but there is a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Jyoti to address you.
I'll ask my guards to find some feed for your animal.
Clario eyes your companion with some concern and makes a point of ignoring. Oh, don't worry about him. He's just whatever you find. He should be able to stomach it. Cheese, food, maybe some water.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. Well, you said you could help me, right?
Yes, your ship. You are stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. A wonder you survived.
A wonder.
Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What can I do for you, though? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards.
What?
I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them.
Right.
There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here.
Why are you being secretive about it?
You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I've dealt with Adra before. I'm a watcher.
Are you indeed? How very interesting.
For a moment, Clario appears entirely distracted from his point, regarding you with an uncomfortably intense degree of interest.
Do you know, they'd have a great deal of interest in speaking with you at headquarters. Something to consider.
He finally breaks from his musings and flaps a hand to dismiss the subject.
Well, luminous Adra is to Adra what a fine wine is to, well, never mind that.
What?
The point is that it is a particularly potent material, suffused with essence. and it is only found right here in the Deadfire Archipelago.
Mm-hmm.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
Are you trading in souls, you mean?
That's a colorful way of putting it. Energy, really, is more apt. It's not quite a matter of digging up the spirit of your old grandmother.
Claudio lets out a short, breathy laugh. Or breathy laugh, shaking his head slightly.
Spin it however you like. The gods are gonna grind your soul to bits for this sin.
Maybe.
We will have to agree to disagree. We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture, up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
There's a giant crawling towards your dig site.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk.
Right.
Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
Well, I can do that, no problem.
Gelade, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
With a discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Gladio darts a quick, sour look in Joti's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Alrighty. Sure thing, buddy old pal. But first, we'll level up.
What marvelous carvings.
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Ngati, that's, Andra? Yeah, Andra. The goddess of oceans and water stuff. Cool. Oh, hey, that's really handy. So there's gonna be some ship stuff to do later. Cool. Well, we gotta leave the town on foot. Heading out. Travel sequence.
It's a fine three-master, thin like a bird. Heave-ho, Estirente. Oh, Captain Parfitos never said a hard word. As we sail all our troubles away, hold fast to the helm, hold fast to the wind. Heave-ho, Estirente. Andra's grace.
Thick woodlands spread to the east of Port Maje, slowing your travel. Birds flitter above you, and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then to no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away at a pattern. The striations seem to run upward from right to left, just shy of vertical. Doesn't seem like a animal, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it is. The depth and width of the gashes suggest the tusks of a boar, and the curled tufts of brown fur you find wedged into the scored wood confirm the supposition. So, the tall stag's a bit smarter than me in that regard. You notice a sigil carved lightly into the wood. so faint as to be almost imperceptible. I identify it with a really smart Joti. Joti squints at the carving and frowns. Looks Wana. 3 overlapping circles. Can't say beyond that. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. I don't see any point in hiding. It's just, hello? Someone out there? The sound approaches, and a tall Amawa appears through the vegetation. Matted red hair frames his head, while boar hides drape his form. Stranger still, several wild boar attend him. The hackles up as they snort at you. Alrighty there. Adair perks up at the sight of the boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention at last turn to the strange man in their midst. I don't know if it's a wise decision to be taunting the boars. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curl over jagged teeth. He waves a stick at you. Is he a islander?
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
His Idiran is halting, the language thick in his mouth. I mean you no harm. Can't we just talk?
Said as if a word never hurts a person.
Well, I don't mean to.
You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
What are you doing out here with all these boars?
Learning. The boar teach much about survival if one listens, if one watches. So sing. So say those who know.
Those who know. Who would that be?
This question helps neither of us, I say.
Well, it sounds like you're speaking of Galawain, of the hunt.
Always you foreign sorts speak of your changing god. I say you know nothing of change, and less of the hunt.
Well, look, I just want to pass through this forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns, then pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hands shaking, he hands it to you. A wise teeth necklace. Ooh, intellect, history, insight. Sweet, sweet.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
He dismisses you with a wave. Well, then. Nice meeting you. Have you any treasures hiding about in here? Not that way, I guess. I presume it's okay if I just sneak around beside you. Thank you. It's not a whole bunch of anything, is there? Wow. Your forest sucks, sir. Or sorry, the boar's forest sucks.
We'll all be skinned as we sail down the dead fireway. We've gone a long way, left our loves behind. Heave-ho, inspirante. It caused me a sorrow most unkind. While crossing down the dead fireway, hold fast to the helm, hold fast to the wind.
The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks, the sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Let's search the area. I'll do it myself. It takes you only a few moments to make sense of the chaos. No blood spatters suggest it was not a fight, and you easily identified the clawed prints of Zalrips. The tracks seem recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Beyond, a group of robed figures cringe and cower at a nearby river's bend. Each is frozen in place, ashen and gray like statues crafted of soot. Well, okay, alright, just disarm the trap, I guess. Go ahead for it, Adair. Adair quietly disarms the trap and collects its component parts. That was the main part I wanted to do that. Let's search for the Zalrip so they don't cause anyone else trouble. Hear a series of quiet chirps and growls ahead, and make out the movement of small forms through the undergrowth. Brr. Oh hey, there are statues. Never mind. Anyways, go get him, Tonk.
Take this. After it right on target.
Whoa. That didn't take too much, did it?
Why not?
Stonetooth. What a name. Ooh. Money. Ooh. More money. 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 Sweet. Statues are money bags, apparently.
Andra's grace, so we'll all be skinned as we sail down the dead fireway.
They say indeed for the luminous grows,
Heave ho, inspirante.
and so that's where our brave ship goes to make our fall.
Okay, Odorisi.
Leave it to me.
Watch your weight.
What? Jyoti bends double, hands resting briefly on her knees before she wipes sweat from her brow, huffing to catch her breath. She glances up to you with a bright smile. Oh, thanks. She gave me a coin.
If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls.
She reaches for the lantern on her hip.
Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
What happens if they can't find the light?
They'll be lost, never making it to hell and back. Or they'll wander and eventually find their way, lifetimes after they should have.
Her jaw takes on a determined set and she straightens, ready to work.
That's supposing they ain't a follower of Aethys. What do you reckon happens to them folks in hell when the god of rebirth is deader than a doornail?
Okay, well, fine. I'll allow it.
Mighty kind of you.
She grins happily. With 2 intense strides forward, she unsheathes her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, whirling, weapons slicing the air, Jyoti's voice lilts and falls in an invocation, a summons to any departed lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
Swinging the lantern faster and faster, Jyoti plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high overhead. The lantern rattles in her grip, and the light from within flares blindingly bright. In the silence of your held breath, it almost seems like a soul should sift up from within one of the corpses, quivering in the air before siphoning into the lantern's fading brilliance. But the ashen bodies are bereft of souls, so in the end, Jyoti's light fades without acquiring anything. Just let her do her thing. She feels important.
It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other Reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can.
So is that what Aethys is doing? He is the Reaper now? Strange.
We'll keep him safe until Gon returns to Hell and can take him into his divine embrace.
Yeah, just let her believe that. Just rub some dirt from her cheek. The blush spreads hot beneath your thumb, and Jyoti glances away, no longer able to meet your gaze, but her lips curve into a pleased smile. You're a strange one, girl. You're a strange one.
I'm keeping lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame of the lantern. I bet.
And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
She nods before setting off. Money! Man, is it wrong to be, like, mugging these ashen bodies? It's not like they need the coinage anymore. Like, it doesn't do them any good. Surely it's fine. Right. Head around this way. Okay. Down into the dig site. It's like a big old quarrying operation going on here. Hardtack. Delicious. Built like cardboard.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Ooh, that guy had some golden schwool. Chevaloche. Looks like a big old landslide here with some toes on it. Oh, hey, there's a worm. Is that it? Wonder where the worms came from.
Well, don't see why not.
Luminous Adra Pool. Oh, hang on, a weathered journal page. Whatever Odorisi did to that last batch, it's working. We're seeing much higher concentrations of essence in the harvested Adra. I only wish he'd let the rest of us in on his methods. One of our Juana workers got the jolt of his life transporting one of the crates, and that's on top of the one that got blinded last week. All Odorisi has to say for himself is that they were careless. I'm the one paying these islanders' families out of my own pocket. At this rate, I'm going to be the one idiot who comes out of this whole enterprise with less money than I started. S. Doesn't sound like a Clario to me with a C to his name. Oop. Imps.
The order is too tall. Let's go.
Is it? Get down there, Adair. Go beat him up. Get him. You're letting Tunk get his separation anxiety.
Happy to oblige.
Leave it to me.
Not much in there, was there? Ancient training hall. Deserted cat? Hello there. Lasha.
Sure.
Warning! Extreme danger inside. By order of Odorisi, the training hall is off limits to exploration. Well, that's a trap. Joti, Tonk, step off to the sides. Us two proceed forward cautiously. We got Rollen to spy out the traps, and we got Adair to disarm them.
Wait, look there.
Oh, that's a skeleton. Let's just get him. There, hold your ground there. Hold your ground. We don't want to go too far ahead. There may be more traps that I can't see just yet. Okay. Alrighty.
What can I do you for?
Let's just wait at the top of the stairs. So there was a guy downstairs.
Yeah.
Let's proceed forward cautiously. Well, hang on a second. There's a bit of loot I was just about to pass up there. Gauntlets of accuracy.
It's mine now.
Okay. Well, stairs have been cleared. Move down, you two. Get that one a there.
Got it.
Oop, trap. That one's a trap. So these are like training dummies.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. Well, that's all. So that's why it was so dangerous, huh? A bunch of traps and skeletons running about. Big deal. GG Easy. Where the hell am I? Okay. Whoever was in here left in the middle of drinking their tea. Well, they're probably doing their rituals. Kind of like the Japanese do. Scrawled note. Ferris, take this... Ferris, take this coin out to the Juana village and see if you can round up anyone willing to do a week's digging for pay. Try the low-caste types first. The Raparu. They're used to hard work and they don't ask for more than their share. Well, that feels a bit, you know,
Why not?
cheesy. That seems like a pit. It's where they had the brawls. Foreman's quarters? What could be so dangerous in here, huh?
We got trouble.
Oh my goodness, a big beetle!
Like that.
2 beetles. Excuse me. Note to Foreman. One of the workers dug up this old Hadra medallion in the sub-level yesterday. I doubt Odorisi would be interested in it. And besides, it looks like it's worth something. Might be nice to surprise the crew with a bonus. A medallion? I don't know how valuable it'd be to a Raparu or something.
Alright. But I'm keeping what's in there. Guess that wasn't so hard.
Well, that was easy. Nothing else? Goodness. A whole bunch of little loot rooms. Let's go ahead and head up here, collect these coin statues. Man, another big old landslide. It's got a heel in it too, a big old pond there digging in. Love that you could smash barrels. Any game that includes smashing barrels, great.
Why not?
At least usually, anyways. Okay. Pretty much encircled the place thrice. He's got a very odd stride. Though I guess this is some pretty uneven terrain. He's all like, oh, don't want to twist an ankle or anything here. Tunk, what do you see?
Let's do this.
Oh, he saw a young panther. Ready. I feel like we want to open this cage here. Gunpowder barrel? That sounds like something I don't want to go punching. Hardtack and tobble. Water. Vegetables. The generator occasionally vibrates wildly, and you can faintly hear the sound of metal grinding on metal from somewhere inside the machinery. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
Yeah, I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls at something by the door and you hear a rattling clank. The lock, I presume. Why would you want it to lock from the inside, though? That's a weird cage.
Perfecto. We are saved.
A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled with pride. Stop it.
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you as if searching for someone else. She looks to be only midway into her 30s, though the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. Well, he did send me, but he's looking for notes, really. An older woman hawks an impressive glob of phlegm onto the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over it. Jeez, that is pretty impressive. You could kick dirt over it? It's like a slime that just spit out.
I told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Caloste!
Oh, she silences the other with a sharp look. She turns back to you with a resigned breath.
You are here, and that is what matters.
Well, where is Odorisi? The Animancers look at one another.
He is still in the ruins, we think.
She grimaces, her gaze darting to her toes. If he didn't make it to the cage, you should prepare for the worst, because when he got up out of Katanua, we didn't have a magic cage to keep us safe. And yeah, he got 300 something.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern wall of the arena.
If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
Engfirth. She turns and motions someone to the front of the group.
Hey, he looks just like...
Adair cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth Corficer all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way across them.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Wow, that's impressive.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
Wow, you're making a really great case for Engfirth.
Outside of this cage, his skills would be a boon. I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife.
I'm not sure if, just people being out in the wild attract wildlife. But maybe.
It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Aloth. He nods.
I would be happy to assist.
He holds her gaze with wide, expectant eyes. Well, I'll gladly accept Engfirth's help. He gives you a quick smile.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Vanessa and the Animancers. You've made... at least tell me what you've been doing.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks you up and down.
But I could ask you the same.
Well, I'm following the Adra Colossus, Aethys. You may have seen him.
It's never a dull moment with you.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh, you little...
We can speak more freely once we're away from Port Maje. For now, let us find Odorisi.
It's a good idea. Wizard? Sounds good to me. But first, we're running out of time. And there you have an exciting episode of Pillars of Eternity 2, where we've made some new friends. This strange lady, Jyoti, who is getting a bit too close already. But we've also met Aloth and Adair. We got him, those sultry bastards. And Aloth asked for our discretion while we were dealing with those Animancers. I'm not sure why, but he's investigating Animancers. We'll find out later, I'm sure. I'm sure it is important. For nothing is more dangerous than a friend without discretion. Even a prudent enemy is preferable. This is Master Parker from Bright Helm Recording, signing off.